What is following behind you? Elder Troy Mills sent me a devotion this week, timely it was, on the 23rd Psalm. It made me think about that question. What is in your wake? The devotion points to a very particular verse that kind of stuck in my craw. David wrote in the final verse of the 23rd Psalm, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all of the days of my life." That verse is the reason I like to recite the 23rd Psalm at a graveside. It's quite comforting. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all of the days of my life. And we know the last phrase, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's comforting, isn't it? Turns out it's as much as a question as it is a comfort. The devotion that Troy sent me pointed to the fact that goodness and mercy are not accidental. Goodness and mercy trail us when we're walking behind the shepherd. I got to thinking about our family boat. I miss my boat. I especially miss it this time of year. When we go to Cave Run, there are a couple buoys that are placed in certain places, and they have signs on them that say, "Watch your wake." Do you know what a wake is? Well, in boating terms, it is the waves that follow behind the boat as it's cutting through the water, the ripples that reach the seashore. If you're not careful, wakes can be dangerous. They can overturn other boats, they can cause erosion. And so the sign goes, "Watch your wake." I think that's what Psalm 23 is getting at too. Do you know what a wake is? A wake is also a word that we use for celebrating someone's life. A funeral reception, if you will. Not the funeral itself so much as when family and friends get together to celebrate someone's life, to tell stories about them, and to comfort one another. Lives, like boats, leave wakes behind. That's why we call funeral receptions wakes. Like a boat, as people go through life, there are ripples behind them. Some positive, some that are less than positive, and others that, quite frankly, can cause erosion. On the water, the amount of wake that's created is determined by who's driving the boat. I think that's what Psalm 23 is trying to tell you too. The amount of wake you leave behind is determined by who is driving the boat. David said, in the beginning, "The Lord is my shepherd." We know who's driving his boat. He says this to begin. He doesn't talk about what's following him in the beginning. Listen to what he says in the beginning. "He maketh me. He leadeth me. He restoreth my soul." So goodness and mercy then follows behind David because he follows behind the shepherd. What are you leaving in your wake? Ash Wednesday reminds us, from dust we came, and to dust we shall return. The ash that we wear on our foreheads is a sign of our mortality. Someday, the people we care about, our families and our friends, they'll gather together and they'll talk about our life. They'll tell stories. They'll support each other. And the question is this: will they say about you Goodness and mercy shall follow them. Goodness and mercy did follow them. Will they say that? What's in your wake? Well, there's one surefire way to know if they'll say that or not. It's by drawing close to the shepherd and allowing him to drive the boat. Amen.